Hello and welcome back to our series on what is the market. And we have made it to the wins of the market, particularly the trading hours of the market. Now this is going to be a pretty short video, so there's not a whole lot to say about trading hours, other than the fact that there are trading hours, right? We trade, there are hours, sometimes things have to go closed, computers have to go get lunch, everybody needs a nap. So there are certain times that we don't trade, but for the most part, it's sort of working hours. So if we sort of go through the major exchanges here one at a time, you have New York, which is 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. So your working hours, 9:30 to 4. You've got the Nasdaq, also 9:30 to 4 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. You've got Tokyo, which actually I like what Tokyo has going on. They have a morning session, they have a lunch break, and they have an afternoon session. Very, very good. I think these guys have it figured out. So morning session is 9 to 11:30, and that's Japan Standard Time. Okay, lunch break 11:30 to 12:30, and the afternoon session is 12:30 to 3 o'clock, all Japan Standard Time. Okay. In Eastern, that is 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. So if you're looking to get on some, put on some PJs and some fun TV and trade Japanese markets, you can do it. In London, however, they're not all about that lunch hour. Right? Their normal trading hours is 8 to 4:30. They actually threw an extra hour in there and said, "To hell with your lunch hour. We're going to make you come an hour earlier and no lunch." All right, that's Greenwich Mean Time, Monday through Friday. Eastern Time, that equates to 3 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So if you were working night shift and want to trade during the night shift, you could do the London Stock Exchange. You just can't have a midnight snack break in this case. Or actually, you really couldn't have a breakfast break if you're in the Eastern Time, 3 a.m. to 11:30. In the Shanghai situation, we're going back to lunch breaks. You have morning session 9:30 to 11, lunch break 11 to 1. You actually get a little hour and a half for lunch, which is you could do lunch and a nap if you eat lunch quickly enough and sleep efficiently enough. You gotta get that sleep in efficiently. And the afternoon session is 1 to 3. So this would be 9:30 to 3 with an hour and a half lunch break. Pretty much what we do here, but better. Okay, in Eastern Time, that's 8:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Time. The 9:30 to 3 business is China Standard Time. And then you have Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, 9:30 to 12. Lunch break 12 to 1. Afternoon session 1 to 4. Those are all Hong Kong time. Eastern, that's 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. So all of that to say, you've got quite a bit of time to trade. If you want to trade and you work until 6 p.m. and you want to trade after that, well, then that's fine. You go to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. You got yourself an hour and a half to eat some dinner, and then you can go trade for a while. Okay, you can go to the Shanghai Stock Exchange. They start at 8:30. London, you're probably not gonna get London. They'll start until 3 a.m. and you gotta get some sleep. You know what I mean? So there's probably a market for you. The only real question is what broker do you have to use to trade these markets? And for the most part, Interactive Brokers is probably going to be your friend on this front. Okay, whatever market there is, you can trade it on Interactive Brokers. A lot of the other platforms, your sort of big players, Fidelity, Schwab, etc., they're not going to have access, or not going to allow you to have access, I should say, to some of those other exchanges. Also on the docket here, after hours and pre-market trading. Okay, the NYSE and the Nasdaq. NYSE is the New York Stock Exchange. NYSE and the Nasdaq have pre-market and after hours trading. So pre-market on the NYSE starts around 6:30 Eastern Time, and you can trade aftermarket all the way up to 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Nasdaq going to be as early as 4 a.m. Eastern. It continues until 8 Eastern. I will say though, generally speaking, pre-market, aftermarket, there's not a lot of liquidity. You're going to get hosed on the slippage between the bid and the offer. That's all very jargony, I realize, but the bottom line is you're going to wind up paying more for the same thing. So if you can help it, wait until regular trading hours to do your trading. Okay, with exception to futures, which we have not talked about yet. Futures are active after hours. So if you're trading stock, though, then you're going to be trading, or you're going to want to trade regular trading hours. Options are another different story that we will get to later. On the stock front, though, try to trade regular trading hours if you can help it. Okay, pre-market, after hours, both of those time periods, not super liquid. Okay, On the other exchanges, for the most part, they don't do pre-market, aftermarket. There are a few that do little things here and there, but for the most part, it's the NYSE and the Nasdaq are really the big ones if you're trying to trade pre-market or post-market. But again, if you want to trade those times, just go find another exchange that has liquidity there. Okay. So again, if you have a particular time you're catering to, go use the exchange that that will allow you to trade there, rather than trying to do pre-market, post-market. You certainly don't have to move, to Brazil to use the Sao Paulo Stock Exchange, right? You don't have to go to Brazil. You don't have to go to China to use the China Stock Exchange. You can just trade there from home, since we're all trading digitally at this point for the most part. Then we can do those at home. We can just do them from the comfort of our chairs at home. So there you have it, trading access across different time zones and different time frames, all from the comfort of your very comfortable office chair. All right. Next video, we are going to talk about the who's of the market. So we'll finish our wins here. We'll start talking about the major players in the market and their roles in said market. All right. Thanks for listening. This is Matt Williamson for Sigmanomics, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.